All right. Good morning. My name is Donovan Neal. I am the author of, over close to 20 books by now, and I am the creator of the Authorship Ledger. It is my pleasure to introduce you today to the work that will basically give you the receipts that you need in order to demonstrate that your work is human created, AI or maybe AI assisted, but basically the tool that will give you the receipts that you need in case you are ever questioned about the provenance of your work. So the Authorship Ledger records the human side of AI assisted creation. It records your prompts, decisions, edits, selections, and approvals. It provides a tamper-evident ledger that turns your end result, your end product, into a copyright evidence package that you can stand behind. Okay, and so that's what the Authorship Ledger does. And I'm going to go through and scroll through and actually work with you and show you how from beginning to end in terms of how to do a package. But basically, it is for anyone who is in the creative process. So authors, musicians, researchers, designers, educators, publishers, agencies, law firms, anyone who needs to stand behind the provenance of their work, the Authorship Ledger was created for you. Okay. And so some typical questions that we get in terms of what is the Authorship Ledger? Again, it's a system of record for human authorship. So it records contemporaneously as you create. Okay, and so you can document exactly what you did, and you can provide the receipts for what you did for anyone that asks. Okay, so it addresses the problem due to the fact that AI has blurred the lines between human and machine contributions. So copyright protects human authorship, but raw AI output, so the burden increasingly fails on creators to show what they actually did. So memory and scatter screenshots don't hold up well. The ledger creates, again, contemporaneous verifiable documentation of your creative process. Okay, and so that's again what it does. Basically, how it works within any given recording session, it logs the meaningful steps of your process, the prompts that you write, the AI outputs that you receive. It documents that while you're doing it. Okay, and then you can create labels for specific things as necessary. You don't even have to work inside the platform itself. You don't have to work within the ledger. You can still work outside in your platform of choice. And so we have a companion app, okay, that connects the ledger to the writing tools you already use. Right now, the companion app is compatible with Microsoft Word and Scrivener. Okay, and then as demand increases, we will bring more entities online that it's compatible with. So these are the PC versions of Microsoft Word and Scrivener. So let me point that out. So we will be working to create Apple development as well. But right now, this is all PC related if you are using the companion app. Okay. What makes the record tamper evident? Basically, it's recorded to the blockchain. There's a hash event that is created using cryptographic hash, SHA-256, every time there is a event within your document. Okay, so that's what makes it tamper evident, and then we anchor it using Bitcoin. Okay, and so it anchors the entries upon the timestamps of the Bitcoin blockchain, which is a public, widely replicated ledger that no single party controls. It gives you proof of timing that doesn't depend on trusting us. You don't have to trust the Authorship Ledger or any other company or any one company. Anchoring is included at no extra cost. Okay, so every contribution that you make is tagged. Why? Because we want to distinguish between the human work versus the AI work. That's exactly why the ledger was created. Okay, we want to be able to differentiate between the human original work, the AI generated work, human selected work, human edited work, human approved work. And so this mirrors how the copyright analysis looks at a work, separating what a person authored, chose, and shaped from what a tool actually produced, and it makes your human authorship legible at a glance. Okay. So when you are done, your work will get registered, and you will get a unique validation number. Okay, and it can be publicly verified. We have a public verification page where anyone can confirm the record's integrity and timing. You can export that evidence package, give it to an attorney, give it to the copyright office, give it to anybody that asks you, and you have the receipts. Again, you do not have to write inside the app. You can use Microsoft Word. You can also use Scrivener as well. And you can bring a document that you've already started, and you can reconstruct that document to provide you the documentation that you need. Now, will it be as strong as a live session versus what we call a forensic session? No. Okay, so the difference is a live project is witnessed in real time. You press record, the ledger documents your process as you create, which produces the strongest, most contemporaneous record. A forensic reconstruction is for work that's already finished. Basically, you're reassembling and the document's provenance after the fact from the materials that you already have. So the demonstration that we're going to do today is with a live project. Okay, so yes, you can still, even if your novel is finished, the album or artwork, you can still document it. Okay, that's again what forensic reconstruction is for. But it won't be a real-time record, but it lets you build a structured, verifiable account of how an existing work was made. Going forward, starting a live project at the outset gives you the strongest possible documentation. So that's the things that you want to need. The rest of this, I won't, because I want to get into the demo itself. But I do want to focus on that schools and developers can absolutely use this. So we have a version that's built specifically for classrooms, for student research and writing. It can be used at both the high school and the college level. We specifically have it geared towards the high school level right now, but it can be used at the college level as well. And so if you're interested in learning more about that and how your school or your professor can utilize this, please get in touch with us. We're more than happy to demonstrate a free trial for you in your classroom, your school, and your classroom. And so there is an API for developers, and so we're making it so that you can put the authorship ledger directly into your product that documents that this person who's using your platform to create a product, the authorship ledger was there to contemporaneously document that this, how much was human, how much versus how much was crafted via the AI. Okay, so that's really the gist of it. We can verify a particular ledger, so I'm going to show you this as well. And so again, all you have to do is put in a key, you press verify, and again, anybody who has this key can verify. So if you're an author, if you're a creator, you can get the key. In fact, you might want to be able to include the key in your copyright notice on your work if you're an author. And so that way you can put the key right in there, someone can punch that key in and verify it. So then there's no issue. I know there's some recent issues regarding authors that have lost deals and things like that. You don't have to concern yourself with that anymore. Just put that the number right here in your copyright notification. Anybody that has access to the number can just press verify and instantly can see what's going on as it relates to that work. There's no more question about it anymore. Okay, so in pricing, we make the pricing very modest, and so we don't pay month. We don't have a monthly subscription fee. We treat it like, again, I'm an author, so we're treating the authorship ledger like you would be purchasing an ISBN. So you're buying credits, and you spend one to register and certify a single work. There's no subscription. There's no expiration. Every credit includes, again, that Bitcoin anchoring and the public certification of authorship. So if you're one novel, you just buy one credit, you're good. And so it covers that one live project. You have that for life, and that certification, that credit, gives you everything that you need to go in and do what you need to do. If you're an author or creator with multiple projects, again, you can get it even at a lesser cost. You do five project credits. Again, that project is less. Okay, if you got again even more, so as you go up, the price goes down. Okay, so the more credits you buy, forensic reconstruction is a little different, and so again, one credit here. Again, if you got multiple projects you're trying to reconstruct, again, a little different here. So if you're an enterprise, a publishing company, something like that, and you want to contact us, please contact us, and we can work out something with you. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get in here. So I'm going to pause the video shortly so we can go ahead and sign in and get started. Okay, so I am signed in. Now, my dashboard is going to look a little different than yours. Yours won't be as complex as this. That's because as the administrator, as the owner, I can see more things, okay? But basically, once you get in, you're going to get this same works in progress. You're going to start a new work, which is what we're going to do. We're going to start from scratch. So, the new work is here. We're going to register that work. We're going to call it Today is a Good Day Die. Kapla. All right, it's a text document. You can see that you can do images, audio, mixed media, and so we're going to do text today. And so this is just a test document for the ledger. Okay, we're going to create that work. Okay. Oh, you need a project, so you can't just go in and do it. So we're gonna let me go ahead and get my token. I'm going to go ahead and mint a code, redeem a code. Here. So give me a second here. All right, we've got our work. We've got our code that we need. Okay, so if you come in and you purchase, you're already going to have your code. So since I'm an administrator, I'm not obviously buying anything. So I've got to create a code for myself. So we're going to put this in. Today is a good day to die. Okay, it's a text work. Create that work. It's asking for a code. We're going to put that code in here. Let's see, redeem a code. So this code is only good for one time. Boom, it's redeemed. Create that work. Okay, and then boom, here we are. So this is what it looks like now that I've created this document. Okay, so this is the document. And so we're going to open the writing workspace. We're going to start that session, which is equivalent to the same thing. Right now, there's no session running. When you look at your dashboard, it's going to show you out of the stuff that out of your document, how many of these individual things are noted within the document. It's going to record that over time. We're going to connect our app because we're going to create a document in Word. You can download the evidence package. It already has a specific validation number. Okay. Already has a number. And then when we're finally finished with the document, we can anchor it to the blockchain. Now, we're actually not going to do that today, but it's just as simple as just pressing that button, and that will do it. So when you finalize your document, then you'll go ahead and anchor it to the blockchain. But each individual process, edit that you're doing to that document is being committed to the blockchain, just not the whole document. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to show you each one of those things. So we're going to go ahead and start a session. All right, so the session has started, and so work was registered August 10th. This is in UTC time, okay, 3:08 p.m. Here's the hash right here. Okay, work was registered, session was started. Okay, now you can pause a session. You can end a session, okay? So whenever you use an AI, an LLM, ChatGPT, Claude, if you can put in your prompts, and you should put in your prompts, okay? And so you're going to put that in, and then when you get the output back, you should place that content here. And so it's going to show you, this is going to be AI generated if you receive content back, okay? The prompt you wrote is going to be human original, okay? So we're going to show you some examples of that here. So now, we're going to go ahead and create a new document. Okay, we're going to call that document "Today is a Good Day to Die." Okay, I'm just going to go here, create a new document. Okay, and I'm going to put that that title right here. We're going to save this. Okay, we're going to save it in our downloads folder. Just make it easy for me to find it. Okay. All right. So today is a good day to die. I do not want to die, but I will. Okay. All right. So right now, this is not connected to the ledger. Okay, it's not connected to the ledger. So I'm just writing this type here. So what we want to do, I've got my name, I've got my title up here. Okay, I've entered some text. Okay, so what we want to do, and I should have did this right from the beginning, is just connected to the ledger. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I've already downloaded the writing app. Okay, so if you haven't done this, once you get inside your account, once you create your account, it will say connect to app, and then you connect your writing app, and then you will get the opportunity to download. Okay, you go to your dashboard, you can download for Windows. Again, the Mac version is coming soon, and you will get a regular application, okay, to download the app. And then what you're going to want to do is install that app. Now, because the app is not an official Microsoft product or endorsed product, okay, it's an unofficial, it's a third-party app. It does not have any Microsoft Office official standing. You're going to get flagged about that, okay? And so you're going to, when you go through the installation process, you're going to, I believe, select the advanced setting. If I can, let me see, maybe I can do it right now. There we go. So I already have it installed, but I want to show you what this will look like. Boom. Okay, now it says Windows protected your PC. Don't run. You can run it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just go to more info and then say run anyway. Okay, see, it says unknown publisher. Well, the publisher is me. It's Agenda Press. So it's not spam. It's not going to damage your computer. Okay, you run anyway, and at that point in time, it'll come up like a regular app. Okay, so that's the thing that you want to see. Now, I'm not going to install it because it's already installed on my machine, so we're going to cancel this out. But that way you can see what the screens are coming up and what you can expect to get. Okay, all right, so we're going to create a token. Okay, so this is the token that we're going to use. Now, I already have the app open. So when you install the app and you open it up for the first time, this is what you're going to get. Okay, so we've got the token, so we're going to go just put that token in here. Okay, we're going to save the connection. And then we've got to determine what type of document are you using. Okay, now right now your choices are Word and Scrivener. And again, this is for the PC version. Okay, and now once we have that, now that the token is connected, we have to figure out where that document is at. So now we're going to go look for it. We already put it in our downloads folder. Today's a good day to die. So we're going to put that in there, open. So there it is. Record into which work. So now we're connecting the Microsoft Word document to the ledger. Okay, so we're going to refresh this real quick. It's loading, and today is a good day to die. Okay, add and start watching. So now today is a good day to die is in my listing of documents that the companion will watch. Okay, so we're going to go to my dashboard, go back. Today is a good day to die. Okay, now look what happened. Human text, human original. Okay, what did it do? Boom, it added in that text that I already had okay, and it noted that is human original. Okay, now what we're going to do is go back to that document, because now I can just stay in this document. I do not have to go back into the ledger and do anything at all. Okay, so I'm just going to put some gibberish in here, type that, more gibberish, type that, more gibberish. Okay, so I'm typing this. This is my text. Okay, I'm always going to save. Okay, and then if I go back to the ledger, refresh my screen, that new text has now been added. Okay, so I can go to the full view, and you can see all the text that has been added. Okay, written, added on this particular save. The full text of this version, boom, there it is. And so if I ever needed to provide documentation, I could just go ahead and download this specific portion. Okay, now, again, notice that's human original. We're going to hide this for right now. Let's say, and I don't have to do anything because it's already in there. So if I'm typing and doing whatever I need to do, I can just go ahead and just add that information in there in my original document. Now let's say I go into ChatGPT. I already got some stuff here, so I'm just going to copy this. This is a letter that I wrote, and I'm going to go back in here. I'm just going to copy some text from AI, because again, I didn't write this, so now I'm pasting it in. So boom, I've pasted it in. I'm saving my document. Okay, and this is a good just work process. Just make sure you're always saving. Now I'm going back to the ledger. And when I go back to the ledger and refresh my screen, now it's showing there's been a large addition. So whenever you text into the document and it's more than 50 words, it's going to flag it. Okay, it's going to show the full text. This is everything that was added right here. Okay, but now you have to attribute that. Okay, you have to attribute it. You can say I wrote it. Okay, or in this case, it's pasted and it's AI generated. Which tool? I'll say ChatGPT. Okay, save attribution. Okay, and so as you're going through the text, you can see all the different things that are happening, and it's documenting all of these things. Okay, so now we've got this AI text attributed to large edition and draft version 3 to AI generated AI generated via ChatGPT. Okay, so that's basically how they use a ledger. It's pretty straightforward. And again, everything that I showed you with Microsoft Word is also true of Scrivener. So you can go ahead and do everything that you just saw me do in your own document. You don't even have to get out of it. So these are all the different tags, selection between alternatives, my edit of the AI material. So let's say you edited that. Okay, so this is the information and I edited whatever this is. Okay, then I would go in and I would make sure note that I edited that. Okay, selection between alternatives. I rejected alternatives. So this is, again, a lot of different meta tags that can be used for different differentiations, like for songs and different things like that, or whatever you're using the product for. Batch of AI generations, change generation settings, style, influence, reference, arrangement, mashup, post-production edit. So all these different things are necessary to show what was human original, what was AI generated, what was human selected, what was human edited, what was human approved. Okay, and so as you go through your document over time, you will get this complete documented record of everything that you're doing. Okay, and that shows that. Now you can download your evidence package as a PDF. You can download as a Word file, okay, or just a plain language report. Okay, so each export itself is recorded to the ledger, and documentation is not legal advice. So this just shows, this is just different ways you can download the information. Again, you can download this specific a specific piece. Okay, if you're questioned about a specific thing, you can download the whole product. And again, so we want to go ahead and look at this validation number right now. Okay, verify. I just put that in. It should show us this. Issued by Authorship Ledger. The record is intact. Validation. Today is a good day to die. Here I am. Text. Human directed. 75% of 6 recorded events. 25% is AI directed. Okay, the integrity is unbroken. Hash chain, etc. So again, if you just have this validation code in your copyright page, anybody can just take that code and just drop it in here. This is a public page. Okay, and they can certify and see exactly what you did. Okay, you can go down and immediately verify another certificate. So if you're a publisher or something like that, this provides you basically the foolproof documentation that you need as to what that author did. If you're an agent, same thing. You are an agent, say, hey, did you do the authorship ledger? Yes or no? And if the answer is no, tell them to come back and do the ledger. Well, I already wrote my work. Okay, reconstruct your work as best you can using their reconstruction software. And in that way, again, the agent doesn't have the onus of responsibility of trying to prove anything. We as the creators have to prove that. And so my thinking is forget the AI detectors. They don't work well. They don't help us because they're wrong. And they're actually trained off our work anyway. So they're going to flag stuff that's AI when it's actually human. And another feature of the ledger is that you're able to connect your own API key. So if you want to work with Claude, or you want to work with ChatGPT, some other model, you can do that. And you can connect your API key into the ledger. And as you're working on your document, okay, you can go ahead and just actually prompt right within the ledger itself. Okay, so just something to be aware of, just something to know. So that way, again, the ledger, if you attach your API key, again, it becomes just even more automatic. It becomes seamless, and you can just do what you need to do. You don't have to step outside either ledger or step outside of your document. So the goal is to make this as seamless as possible and as frictionless as possible for authors to do what they need to do. So I hope you have enjoyed this demonstration. I hope that you will let people know more about the Authorship Ledger. We do have some other applications that we're going to be doing with the companion app to connect with Suno, Midjourney, and DAWs as it relates to Suno, because we understand a DAW is to Suno what Word is, and so we want to make sure that you can again document the stuff that you're doing with your music, and so we're going to be doing that more and more. We'll probably have something that connects with Photoshop or some other editing software, in addition to Midjourney, to show what you've done as well. And so again, these are the things that are coming on board, and I'm just excited to present this product to you. And so, hey, go and create with the freedom, knowing that you no longer have to concern yourself with the AI witch hunt, the trolls that determine whether, that wants to accuse you of doing X, Y, and Z. You don't have to address those issues anymore. There's a solution for that. And I hope that you will try out the product and just let me know what you think. If you want to go ahead and contact us, feel free. Again, we can provide a demo, but I'm hoping that this video serves and answers the people's questions. So, all right, God bless you, and I'll see you in the pages of the next book if you're one of my fans. But if not, I hope again that you enjoy the product that we've created for the community to address the issues regarding AI provenance. All right, God bless you. Take care.